didn't really think through the intro, but... So, it's been a while. Let's cut all of that.
Yeah.
So, I wish I could say that 2025 has been a great year for the show, but it hasn't because we weren't doing anything with this. But, it's the end of the year, and what better time to address all the movies that we never got to address than right now. So we're going to do that and rank all the movies that we saw in 2025 from the worst to the best on this tier list, from awful, bad, meh, good, great, to masterpiece. So let's get right into it. These are going to be in release order. So the first one on the list, Love Hurts. And I thought this was a fun film. I think the fights are great. The story isn't really original. It's sort of like that John Wick style, like, person has a violent past and they're trying to have a new life, but their violent past catches up with them. So it's kind of been there, done that. But overall, I had a good time with it. I'm gonna put it in good. Next up, Captain America Brave New World. I thought this was just okay. Not terrible, not great. It was definitely a step in the right direction for Marvel. So I guess I'll put it in meh. I might move it up to like bottom of good later on. I guess I'll have to see how this list shapes up.
Yeah, my notes are meh, enough said. We reviewed it, so you can go check that out if you want my full thoughts. So yeah, meh.
Next up is The Gorge. Oh boy. So the first act of this film is great, but after that it goes in some directions that I really wasn't crazy about, and so overall I felt that this movie was just okay. I'm gonna put it in the top of meh. Actually, well, it was good. I'll put it in bottom of good.
So I forgot. Oh yeah, by the way, the farther to the right it is, the worse it is, and the farther to the left is, the higher it is.
Yeah, so you want to be closer to the left because that means you're closer to being in the row, like the next tier up.
I really loved the movie, but then I remembered, oh yeah, it got creepy and weird and just weird. So I am going to put it at the bottom of good. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a little bit underwhelming, but
it was good. It just
Yeah, so
went off the deep end.
Up next is Novocaine. This was one of the bigger disappointments of this year for me. There were some really fun moments and some things that I really loved, but a lot of the best stuff was shown in the trailer, and some of the reveals kind of ruined the whole premise of the film for me. So I'm probably gonna put this, like, it's just okay. It's just good enough, I guess. It'll be like bottom of good. I know right now it looks like I'm really positive on it, but as we add more stuff, it's going to be much lower in the good tier.
Yeah, so it was really good up to the big twist, and the twist really ruined it. So I'm going to put it at the bottom of good. I'm going to put it... Oh, I guess it's kind of tied with Gorge. So it's going to go there, because it was... Oh, no, it'll go above Gorge, actually. Because Gorge was creepy. This was tolerable.
Then there's The Electric State. Not really much to say about this one. I wasn't expecting much out of it, and I didn't get much out of it, so it's going bottom meh.
It's...
Wait, where did you play? Are you going to place it?
It's going bottom of meh. It was... Like, I'm never going to rewatch it, but I did, like... The only character I liked was Chris Pratt's robot. I think his name was Herb or something. Or Harb.
Something like that, yeah.
I loved his robot. But that was really the only, redeeming factor.
Then A Working Man. I thought it was good enough for what it was, but it wasn't really original. And, like with Love Hurts, it was sort of just kind of been there, done that. Like, it's basically just Jason Statham's version of Taken, so I'll put it in meh.
Above Captain America.
Well, actually, now that I'm looking at that, I'll put it.
Yeah, so it's going to the same place for me, right below Captain America. It was just the beekeeper again in a different... Yeah. It was good,
It was basically just Taken, really.
Yeah. taken mixed with the beekeeper.
Then we have a Minecraft movie, and I don't think this movie is really good, but especially considering that it's the first Minecraft movie that we've ever gotten, but it was incredibly fun and entertaining. So I guess with that said, I guess I'll put it like top of meh. Alright, next is The Amateur. This was just such a nothing movie. All of the best scenes were shown in the trailer, and it was really slow. I was falling asleep throughout the whole thing. I'm gonna put this like bottom of meh. I may even move it to bad later on.
Yeah, I liked...
Spoiler alert, a lot of movies this year are going to be meh. Like, there's just so much stuff that came out this year that was just mid.
There's also a lot of movies that came out and we wanted to get to, but we couldn't because we were just busy, so we didn't get to see them yet. So I'm sure that it would be different if we had seen those as well, but for now, it's just a lot of meh. But yeah, this, like he said, the trailer showed all the good scenes, and I liked the idea based on the trailer, but it was better than Electric State, I feel like. Electric State was kind of... it's tied. It's tied with Electric State. I'm going to change this.
Then we have Havoc. This one was okay. Like, there's some really cool action in it, like some really cool gunplay, but not really much in terms of story. It certainly wasn't very original. I'll probably put this... I'll put it towards the top of meh. Then, next up, The Accountant 2. This one was a lot of fun.
Yes.
It was a little bit light on action. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. But it was still very entertaining from beginning to end. So, it's going to be the first one. I think I'm going to put it in great, honestly. I think it was great.
Yeah, so I really loved it as well. It wasn't as much Accountant as the first one was, but it was a really good follow-up. And I really, really loved Braxton's character, John Bernthal. I really loved his character. So yeah, top of great. It might move to masterpiece by the end of this, but we'll see.
Thunderbolts. I really liked this movie. At times it can be really funny, and other times it can be really tragic, but all throughout it feels like an actual movie and not just content that was fixed in post like other Marvel projects. So, yeah, this one's definitely going in great.
This was really good, but also kind of depressing. I did really enjoy it, and it's a step in the right direction for Marvel. So, yeah, they're definitely back on track, hopefully. And, yeah, there's not much to say. It was just really, really great. So,
Fountain of Youth. This one was just bad. I'm just going to put it in bad. It wasn't terrible. John Krasinski is a lot of fun. Like, you can, like, he's doing the best with what he's got. But I have no plans to revisit this. So, yeah.
I agree. It was just, like, I don't even remember it, but I just remember not enjoying it.
Alright. Then we have Lilo and Stitch, the Disney live-action remake. I thought that for a Disney live-action remake, this was solid. I didn't watch the original Lilo and Stitch a ton growing up, so I don't have like a lot of nostalgia for it, but I thought they did a solid job of adapting this story into live action. I thought it was a lot of fun, so I'm gonna put it like top of good.
It was a quality remake, especially with some of the remakes they've put out, but it was pointless. Like, it's just another remake. It's not original. It's just a remake. But Stitch was much nicer in this one, and I did appreciate that.
Yeah, that's something people don't talk about. Is in the original, Stitch is just a jerk.
He's
he's
really
pushing
mean.
Lilo around and like yeah. But in this version, like you actually buy into them becoming friends.
Yeah, I'm putting it at the top of meh because like I did enjoy it more than, you know, Captain America that had a lot of issues, but it is just a remake. So like
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This one was good enough. Like, it was a good enough conclusion to the Mission Impossible franchise, but it was also very underwhelming at the same time. There are still great moments and great sequences, but overall, it was just okay. I'll put it I'll put it like bottom of good. Actually, well, no, wait, what am I doing? What am I saying? It's going way above all these other ones.
Top of meh.
Alright, next is Karate Kid Legends. This is another one that it was fun and entertaining, but also pretty underwhelming considering what the premise was, that we're finally seeing Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan on screen together in a Karate Kid film. So, it was fun and entertaining, but a pretty big missed opportunity. It was just okay. I think I'll put it in good.
Like, I like the storyline with the boxer, but it was just Kung Fu Kid, and I felt like we got Ralph Macchio in barely, but the whole reason he was in there is because Jackie Chan went to him saying, "Can you teach him karate?" And then anytime Ralph Macchio would teach him something, Jackie Chan would be like, "No, no, 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 no. This is how you do it." And he's like, "In Kung Fu, but in karate, it's like, Jackie Chan, why would you bring him in?" Like, so yeah, I think it'll go at the top of good. It just wasn't like a Karate Kid movie in my head. It was just a good movie.
Ballerina, I thought this was a great spin-off of the John Wick films. It captures the same tone and feel of those films, but it doesn't just feel like a bland rehash. It tells its own story, and it delivers some really great action. I am putting this in great. Predator Killer of Killers. I had mixed feelings on this one. The first half of the film was great, but it kind of lost me a little bit in the back half. And I think the animation was beautiful. It's kind of like a painting come to life. But overall, I thought it was just good. It wasn't great. So I'll put it like, well, yeah, I'll put it like top good.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, now we're getting to like, we're going to be a little bit more
controversial,
extreme in our opinions. How to Train Your Dragon.
It's trash.
This was terrible. Awful, awful, awful. The acting is atrocious. Like, I don't think I've ever seen, like, in, like, a big blockbuster, I don't think I've ever seen acting this bad before. It was dull, it was boring. I don't know how they took, like, this really great, like, fast-paced, fun, like, kids movie from, like, 15 years ago-ish,
2010, so yeah.
and made it just like this long, boring, dull movie, and it was just a soulless remake, so it is bottom tier for sure.
The acting was horrible. It looked like a stage play with the costumes. They ruined some of the dragon designs. They added unnecessary details. The casting was just... yeah. So, I'm judging it based on that, and it is awful. If you ask me how the story was, I'd say great, because it's the original, and I love the story. This is not a good remake. It is trash. Enough said.
F1. This was really great. Probably...
oh, no, wait. Sorry. K-Pop Demon Hunters first.
Fine.
Yeah, so I watched K-Pop Demon Hunters. He did not. I'll be quick about this. The songs are now annoying, but I enjoyed them in the moment. I just don't like the ending. Why did they kill off Genu? There was no point for that. Minor spoiler, sorry. But it's gonna go above Novocaine, I think. Because, yeah.
Okay, moving on. F1. This was really great. Probably the best performance I've ever seen Brad Pitt give, at least in recent times. Mm-hmm. And it was just a good old-fashioned crowd pleaser. So I think this is going to be our first one going into Masterpiece, honestly.
I fully agree. Masterpiece. It was so good, and I enjoyed it. I have no complaints.
Alright, moving on. Heads of State. This one was okay. It wasn't nearly as bad as I feared it would be, but it also wasn't nearly as good as I was hoping. So, it's kind of like middle of the road in good. Well, I'll put Love Hurts above it, I guess.
It was good. It was enjoyable. I saw the twist coming a mile away, though. Like, halfway through the movie, I was like, oh, it's gonna be this person. Yeah, I was right. So, it's gonna go in good. Probably above K-Pop yeah, above K-Pop Demon Hunters. Because I just enjoyed more of the action, and I like the actors, but the story itself was kind of bland.
Jurassic World Rebirth. I really liked this one. easily some of the best visuals and cinematography in the franchise, but it doesn't really justify its own existence outside of just being another Jurassic film. So, like, I really enjoyed it while I was watching it, but then after it was kind of like, well, what was really the point? So, I guess I'll put it like top of good.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go top of good as well. It was really good, but I didn't like the ending when this guy like sacrificed himself. It was an emotional moment, and then he just came back 2 minutes later. It was like, why? But it was a good movie, and it was enjoyable.
Up next, Superman. This is another one that I was mixed on. There was a lot about it that I loved, in particular, the hopeful tone, and there were some really fun characters. But there was also a lot that I just did not care for. So, I guess I'll put it, like, towards the top of good. I may have to drop it down a bit as we move on.
The trailer for this did not excite me at all. Some things in the movie really annoyed the heck out of me. Crypto carried the movie for me, and if a dog is carrying a movie, something is very wrong. This is... like, it was... There were good parts. But overall, it's like... like, it's better than The Gorge and Novocaine and Heads of State, but at the same time, like, I really don't like where it is, so... But, I mean, Supergirl at least looks decent. Like, I actually kind of am slightly excited for that, but...
Fantastic Four First Steps. I really liked this one. I think it's easily the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever gotten. And there's some great world building and some, like, real tension and stakes. One of the best MCU films easily in recent years. I am putting this one in great.
High praise. No. So I made the mistake of letting myself get a little excited about this as I kept seeing the trailer everywhere, even though I was very skeptical for it. No, it let me down. It let me down really badly.
You let yourself down. This was a good movie.
I'm gonna have to move all of these because it was better than Heads of well, was it? I guess it was better than Heads of State, but the Thing did carry the movie for me though. I did like the Thing a lot. So.
All right, Bad Guys 2. It was just okay. Not nearly as good as the first film, but it was enjoyable enough. I'll put it like right around there. That feels right.
Where'd you put it?
Like towards the bottom of good, but like around halfway, I guess.
Yeah, it was... This is really hard. It was fine. It was not as good as the first one. Like, I feel weird putting it above Novocaine, but at the same time, I don't think it was below it. Okay, I'm just gonna place it somewhere random. We'll see how that changes.
Alright, Nobody 2. Some great action and some really fun moments, but basically just a rehash of the first film. It's going in meh.
Really?
Yeah, it's going meh. Well, actually, I'll put Captain America.
I thought it was good and I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I would have felt the same without it. Like, I didn't need it. So I'll put it... But, like, it was better than The Gorge. I'll put it there for now. Bottom of good.
Alright. The Thursday Murder Club. I thought this one was solid. Apparently people who read the book really didn't like this movie, but I have not read the book. I have no plans to read the book, so taking it for what it was, I thought it was charming and fun. I had a good time with it. I am putting it, like, towards the top of good.
I don't know where my notes are for it, but I enjoyed it. I liked the cast, and I don't have any complaints, so I think it's gonna go... Yeah, it'll go... there. Yeah. Top of good.
Alright. Next, The Lost Bus. It was alright. It was based on a true story, but some of the characters made some really dumb and annoying decisions. I'm not sure if that's accurate to the true story or not, but regardless, it bothered me, so it's going in meh somewhere. Gosh, I feel like meh is like the hardest one to place, because like, I feel kind of like the same about all of them.
Yeah, and I
But-
feel like I have too many in good that should be in meh, but at the same time,
guess-
like, they were good.
I mean, yeah, I'll leave it. Alright, The Smashing Machine. I thought this was great. Easily the best performance I've seen Dwayne Johnson give, and I thought it was a really compelling story, so I am putting it in great.
Yeah, so it was slow, in my opinion. Like, I almost fell asleep, and I did not understand the point of the movie throughout the entire movie until at the very end, where they were like, oh, today you know everyone's name if they made it in sports, but you didn't know these people, and they were the founders of the MMA, so this is his name, and I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't need it. I feel like they're all in Met. Like, I don't know.
Roofman. This one was good, but very depressing, especially towards the end. Not nearly as fun and positive as the trailers probably would lead you to believe. So it was good, but I didn't love it. That feels right. I'll put it there.
Yeah, Roofman started off good, got depressing, and I was just like, okay. So.
Alright, next up, Good Fortune. I loved this movie.
Yes.
It was really funny and really uplifting, unlike Roofman. It was just refreshing to have a positive movie that was, like, hopeful for once. So, I'm putting this in great. Probably, yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, I can't find my notes again, but it was so good. I really it. It was just like what we needed in that moment. There were some points where I was just like, oh, this is getting kind of sad. Can we get back to the humor? But it was really good. I think it's going top of good. It might even move to great. We'll see what happens.
Next is A House of Dynamite. Started off with a lot of promise and a lot of really great tension, but instead of giving a satisfying payoff, it just kind of fizzled out at the end. And so it left me kind of underwhelmed. But I think it's definitely worth seeing. I guess it was good. Well, next is Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. A solid biopic, but it didn't really excel at any one thing. It wasn't particularly unique outside of just being about Bruce Springsteen instead of some other artist. So I thought it was enjoyable. It was good. But,
I think if it weren't for the music, this would have a lower rating. But I'm putting it right up.
The music definitely carried it.
I'm putting it right under Captain America. I fell asleep during it. Like, it got so slow towards the middle, so I fell asleep for, like, probably a solid 20 minutes of it. But I woke up and I was like, nothing happened. Like, I could easily follow it again. But Jeremy Allen White did a really great job. It was just, like, very slow, and the music carried it.
I just got really excited, and you want to know why? It is because it is time to talk about not only my favorite movie of the year, but what was my most anticipated movie of the year, Predator Badlands. That is right, straight up into Masterpiece, no questions asked. I did have some notes, but you know what? Like, it was just great. I loved it. Who even needs to hear it? It was great. It was awesome. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It was really great. Alright, you didn't watch it, so we can move on to the next film. Playdate.
Oh.
What a tremendous drop from, like, this was my favorite movie of the year to Playdate. Yeah, huge wasted opportunity. It was at least somewhat it was way more entertaining than How to Train Your Dragon.
Was it though?
Because
was it?
just watching Alan Ritchson do his shtick, like being like over the top and crazy, like that is entertaining and fun. And it reminded me of a teacher I had in high school. So
here's where I go wrong, cuz I like Kevin James and Alan Ritchson, and I was excited for this movie. I was so excited, and then so here's where I'm struggling, because I like Alan Ritchson, I like Kevin James, and I liked the idea before I actually knew what the movie was.
This was another one that kind of sabotaged itself and
Yeah.
trying to be too clever and trying
Yeah.
to make
But-
so many twists and reveals.
But the problem is, How to Train Your Dragon actually had a good story because it was copying the story of a movie I love.
Yes, but it was a terrible execution of it.
Okay, but so was Playdate. It just has a better cast.
Yeah, but I would rewatch Playdate over How to Train Your Dragon any day of the week.
Okay, but I would watch the cartoon How to Train Your Dragon because it's the same story. So I can't judge it based on story.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the animated. We're talking about the live action.
But if I go based on story, it was a good story because it was the same as the freaking cartoon. Which is why it was honestly the only reason I could watch it.
The live action made me, like, disgusted and, like, offended. And it made me not even want to think about How to Train Your Dragon anymore.
Okay, you know what?
And that hurts on, like, a deep level.
I love Toothless.
So
I don't know where I was going with that. I love Toothless, but I don't know. Okay,
just
they're
place
tied.
It. Just place it. Just place it, and let's move on. Just place it. All right.
It's placed. I don't know.
Now you see me. Now you don't. Talk about a nothing movie.
Now I don't see the movie.
that was good. I like.
I'm proud of that.
Like, it was competently made, I guess, but it was just so bland and uninteresting. Like, I thought I never cared for, like, the first two all that much, but this one was just so much worse. Like,
yeah.
honestly, I may even just put it in bad.
So, I enjoyed parts
you know what?
of it.
It was bad. I'm just gonna say I'm putting it in bad.
I enjoyed parts of it, but once again, I saw the big reveal coming. Like, there was this whole huge, and I was like, okay, but I predicted that from the beginning. Like, was that not obvious?
The villain was terrible.
It was so obvious.
And, like, it was just bad.
And I was not impressed, and the three, I'm gonna call them kids, the three kids annoyed the heck out of me.
The younger cast, you could just
They annoyed the heck out of me. Like, there were good parts, maybe. Questionable. It's going in bad. It's going above Fountain of Youth. But it's going in bad. Why can't I place anything? There we go. It's going in bad.
Alright. Zootopia 2. I mean, I thought this was a great follow-up to the first one. Lexi's embarrassed because she has something to say, but... but as I was saying, I thought this one totally delivered. In my opinion, one of the best scenes that I've seen in a movie this year. I absolutely loved this movie. I'm putting it in Masterpiece.
Moana 2 review last year, I said Zootopia was not good. I was very much mistaken. I don't remember enjoying it.
We rewatched it before we saw the second one.
We rewatched it, and I said, you know what? It's actually, I can watch this. It's not what I remember from the previous time I saw it. It's actually really good. And this was an amazing follow-up. It was a worthy Disney sequel, unlike Moana 2. And I just... yeah, there's not much to say. It was really good. Like, I do enjoy the first one better, but it was a great follow-up. So it's going... oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. It's going right under Good Fortune.
How do you only have those in good? Oh my gosh.
They're gonna move up. Wait, where's your Good Fortune?
I have some
Wait,
it's
you put Good
great.
Fortune in great?
Yeah, because it was a great movie.
Wait, I agree with that, though.
So why didn't you have it in great? I have
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
issues with her list right now.
Actually, you know what? Zootopia 2 is moving up as well. I'm gonna be real. It was great.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you for speaking
you
the
put
facts. I put it in Masterpiece, actually.
You put it in Masterpiece?
It was great. It was really great. Alright,
You
wake
put it
up.
in Masterpiece, though.
Wake up, Dead Man. This was another solid Knives Out mystery.
That's one way of putting it.
Just shut your mouth while I'm talking, please. I really liked the different approach they took with this one. They went a very, like, religious route, and I thought, like, it was really cool. Like, I thought, like, how they tied that in with, like, the murder and the mystery of it all. And let me try to find my notes here.
See? It's not just me.
Well, because towards the end, I can't scroll anymore.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's true.
I thought it took way too long for Benoit Blanc I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's character. It took too long for him to show up, but once he showed up, I had a really good time with it. So I'm gonna put it in good.
I'm finding it. Here. All right.
Get ready for some controversial takes here.
These are my notes. Hated it. Enough said. Okay. Glass Onion is way better. Neither of them are as good as the first one. I really did not enjoy it, and I thought it was very cuckoo and crazy. It's bad. It's better than Fountain of the Youth because it had quality, but it's bad. And Benoit Blanc took too long to appear.
Are you done?
I'm done. Moving on.
Good.
Go over your Avatar.
Okay. Avatar: Fire and Ash. It was an Avatar film. Just like the other two, it was visually gorgeous, but lacking in regards to story and characters. And it was also just way too long. There were 3 different points in the film where I really thought it was about to end, and then it just kept going. And I ended up checking my phone to see how much time was left, and there was a whole hour left. I was like, oh my gosh, how much more can they do? They're repeating themselves. Someone gets kidnapped, and then they have to rescue them, and just kept going, and so.
But you liked the subplot with the villains.
Right, yeah. The villains actually did have a pretty decent subplot in there. So, but it was. It's okay. It's just an Avatar movie.
It was way better than the second one, in my opinion, because I was disappointed with the second one. I am very much more interested in Jake and Neytiri's story than I am in their kids, so I really do prefer the first movie over the sequels. But that being said, it was still good. It did drag on a lot, and I'm kind of sick of the villain already, because it's the same villain, and they just need to wrap it up. But the subplot was good. I hate Spider. I need Spider to be gone. I hate Spider.
Just like Thor.
Stop! We are not talking about Thor right now. I take that back. I have taken it back already.
Anaconda! The last movie of the year that we're seeing. You haven't seen it yet, but I've seen it. I'm not entirely sure why everyone is hating on this movie, but I had a blast with it. My only real criticism of it was that there's a whole subplot about, these gold miners that I just did not care for in the slightest. And it went absolutely nowhere anyways, so I'm not even sure why it was in the movie. But putting that aside, I thought Paul Rudd and Jack Black were just so much fun in this. There are just some really, really funny moments. I had a great time with it. I'm gonna put this one in
There is
great.
no way that I haven't seen 9 movies from this year.
The only change I made was I put Novocaine below The Gorge. Because I feel more positive on The Gorge than I do Novocaine. So
I made a few changes. Thunderbolts moved up to Masterpiece. Zootopia 2 moved above Good Fortune. And some things dropped down to meh. And some things dropped below to awful.
she's gonna keep tinkering with that, let's be real. This is my final list. So, yeah, 2025, mostly mid-year for movies, but there were some really great ones in there, and some truly awful ones. Hopefully 2026 is better. We will do our best to upload much more frequently next year.
We're gonna stick to the ones that we actually are passionate about, or movies that have a lot of anticipation around them.
Yeah, because we got bored of just talking about movies that were just, meh, lot. Because it's you just don't have a lot to say about them other than, they weren't great, they weren't bad, so they're just meh.
Yeah.
And so, we just didn't have fun reviewing those movies, and so we're only gonna do ones that, we were really passionate about.
Good or bad.
Yeah, good or bad. And hopefully do more rankings. And we will be back in 2026 with our most anticipated movies of that year. So, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all next year.